Mission.
Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the gun guy. Thank you very much for watching our YouTube channels and everywhere else that I don't know, it's all over the place now. This is my awesome son, my favorite son, by the way, Nick. Of all of my sons, you are my favorite.
You keep telling that joke. I'm the only one.
No, that's all I can do.
I'm the only one. It makes me wonder if there's competition, how would I do?
There's no competition. It is what it is. So you're safe. You don't have to worry. There's no challenge. The challenge is gone. We're out here at Sprague Sports again. Great store. Come on out here to Yuma and visit Sprague Sports. If you have not already done that, it is a terrific store. I love this store.
This is actually my first time, and I love it. It's super cool.
One of the things about coming out to Yuma and going to Sprague's is you go to the gun counter, and being from California,
you get to see things you've never seen before.
It's like it's a kid in a candy store kind of a deal.
Like a magazine longer than 5 rounds and 10 rounds.
They have magazines longer than 10 rounds?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They have a lot of that.
They got all that cool stuff.
Well, listen, we got a gun sent to us to review. Sprague Sports has been very kind in allowing us to have manufacturers send guns here to review, so I'm very grateful to them. And like I said, if you wouldn't mind, check out their websites. You can order online. Come by and visit the store when you happen to come through Yuma, because they've been a tremendous help to us, and we're very, very grateful. We got this VR80 shotgun. This thing is extremely cool. There it is. The whole grippy thingy, stock thing, my understanding for the reason for that is that it's imported, and so they have to do that to meet the import restrictions of some kind or other. Don't ask me, I'm not a lawyer, so I have no idea, but that's my understanding. Anyway, we got this from cool. Armscor / Rock Island, and we saw them at SHOT Show, and they said, we'll send you one.
Yeah.
So they did. We took it out of the range, and we fired it a lot, and honestly, I'm fairly impressed. It had a couple of...
It's cool.
Had a couple of issues with the slugs. We were putting full power slugs through it. Just these Federals are not terribly. What is that? Federals? What are they? No, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
The 3-inch slug. It didn't like those very much. It shot them just fine, but it had some misfeeds, so I didn't want to feed them.
Didn't like my shoulder either.
Yeah, the gun's very light. So when you put you put big slugs in it like that,
dead trigger.
It'll run them. But it lets you know that it's running them, but that was fun. So you can see in the video, it really pushed me back pretty hard.
And apparently, everyone in the store heard it. Everyone knew we were shooting slugs.
Yeah, ears were bleeding on the other end of the store. So, no, not really. But I mean, it didn't move him much. But he's quite a bit larger than I am. But it kind of moved me around. The nice part about it, and testimony to the recoil system in the gun, the action of the gun is, although it pushed me around, it didn't thump me like a shotgun sometimes can, and you end up with a sore shoulder. So I don't have that, and we did fire it quite a bit. Now we did. You're going to notice in the video that it patterned a little low at first. We were first shooting buckshot through it. We shot number 4 buck through it, and it patterned a little low. And that's not because the pattern was low. That's because the sights are a little low. One of the things I don't do with guns when they send to reviews, I don't adjust anything. I don't adjust sights. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. We shoot it the way it shows up. On this one, the sights are a little bit low. They're right on as far as windage is concerned, but they're a little low. So that's why we started aiming a little high, and we were doing a little better with it with that. I don't know. What are your impressions of it so far?
I really enjoy the gun. I think it's really cool. Me being a shotgunner, I have, as you could probably see, I had my elbow up, and I didn't know that's not what you're supposed to do until I was educated on how to shoot shotguns that are in a tactical fashion.
The tactical way, yes, the tactical
Not
way.
quite a tactical guy. I just, honestly, you'd hear me coming from a mile away if I was trying to sneak up on you anyway and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But the shotgun is really cool. I know it sounds weird, but I actually like this. It fits me perfectly with my 6'10" wingspan. And it's great. It's quite unfortunate. The only problem I did see from it is that, yes, it's just had a hard time with those slugs, but honestly, that's very minor.
Well, and then and frankly, the mags are a little screwy to load. It takes you got to do it a couple times, then you kind of figure it out. And it may be that we didn't load the mags quite right.
It really
could be a lot of
pride.
stuff. It
hurts your pride, at least mine.
He's like, I'm a 300 and some odd pound man, and I'm struggling to load a mag. I was cracking up.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was rough, but once you figure it out, it's pretty simple. It's just a matter of figuring it out. And a lot of it's because the we put one round in, you put the next one in, because you got high brass on it, on the shotgun shell, the next round wants to catch on the brass. And so it fights you a little bit. There's a little bit of a technique to it. Once you get it, they load pretty fast, but it takes about 5 or 6 mags before you figure it out. And and, you know, we don't swear, but it's really tempting. So,
yes.
But other than that, I like it too. I think the things that right out of the gate that I've seen other reviewers say about it well, first of all, let's talk about the positives. First of all, it's made extremely well. I'm not finding the fit and finish is very good. I really like the way that they designed it. I like the fact that they made the controls mighty big. For example, the charging handle, as you can see, is really large. So if you're in a defensive situation or fighting situation, you want something big you can grab a hold of, you don't have to fight to find it. The mag release on it is this big paddle on the side, which is really good.
Yep.
The bolt release on the side, instead of being the tiny little ping pong paddle you'd get on an AR, is this great big wide paddle, which is really good. So you can slap that with your palm, you're not going to miss it, and your bolt flies forward and off you go. So really well made there.
Right. It's
very, very light. I found it to be extremely light.
It is light. It really is.
The only thing I can attribute that to, because it's an aluminum rail and everything else, is in handguard, is that they took the rail, they trimmed this handguard down.
And they trimmed, because the last one, what is it, the V60
or whatever.
That thing had this huge gaping thing.
Yeah, and it was polymer, I think, wasn't it? As opposed to
like that.
aluminum. So it was built a little differently.
I'm not the one. So,
well, I'm not either. But nobody. Truth is, on an AR or anything, nobody ever uses this rail up here anyway. So it's kind of cool that they got rid of that.
Except for you, Jim. I know you use it.
Okay. Yeah, somebody named Jim uses it. It's ambidextrous. You can move the bolt. You move the bolt handle from one side to the other, which is kind of cool. It comes with an ambi safety. The only thing, he's left-handed. The only thing I don't like about the ambi safety that it comes with is that it's
a little nubby little handle.
Yeah, it's full size. It's full size on the right hand for the right-handed dude.
Little stubby little.
And it's a stubby little thing for the left-handed dude. So if they were going to fix anything, I would say that would be something they should address. So you get a full-size ambi safety on both sides. It's usable, but it's not preferred. I would say that's my thing with it. Here's the deal, though. A lot of people say, well, yeah, and you can hunt with it and like that.
Okay, so I'll give you this.
Okay, go ahead.
It does come with different chokes, which I always found really cool. So, like, we shot with a modified choke. And me being a shotgun hunter with birds, I don't think I would take it for that. But this thing does come with different chokes, so you can get yourself a turkey load. It shoots slugs pretty well, and really, let's be real, you're not going to throw 8 slugs at a buck. I don't think.
Unless you can't hit anything, you don't know how to shoot. Jim didn't yet. It's Jim's fault.
Jim can do all things, but Jim
McCabe is going to watch this video and think you're talking about him.
I am talking about him. I'm kidding. For the shotgun, if you are if you're a bird hunter and you don't have a shotgun, which means you're learning. If you don't have a shotgun, you need a shotgun. This thing actually gets to your shoulder pretty quickly.
You could do it.
You can swing pretty well, but only to carry 3 rounds. At least as a California thing. I think that's
pretty much it. I mean, and it does come with a plug. You can put a plug in the mags to
that's pretty cool.
Knock it down to 3 rounds.
It's just not practical because you're going to be carrying a whole bunch of these around for hunting birds. But I'm not,
as opposed to just taking a couple shells out of your shell bag or off your and just slide them in as you go. I mean, I can see. I think the other thing with hunting birds is different than it's not a rifle. You're hunting with a shotgun, and shooting a shotgun is an entirely different proposition. Mm-hmm. With a shotgun, you're following. You're basically pointing the gun. You're not aiming it. If you try to hunt birds that are moving across the sky in a crossing shot, or a going bird or a coming bird or whatever. You've got to know how to get on that bird and establish a lead. There's different ways to do it. There's the pass-through or swing-through method. There's the continual lead method. There's the pull-away method. Those are all things you do with a shotgun because you're an experienced hunter. He and I are experienced bird hunters, which is, by the way, why you see our elbows out. Because when you're hunting with a shotgun, that elbow is supposed to be out. When you're doing tactical stuff, you don't.
Yeah.
We hunt. We're not. Neither one of us is Tactical Tim or Tactical Tom, so we're hunters. So from the standpoint of a rifle hunting with it, if you want to use the slugs to hunt with it, yeah, it's brilliant for that. It's very accurate, and it's brilliant for that. I would say if you want to hunt bucks with buckshot, it's brilliant for that. Could you use it to hunt birds? Yeah.
I mean, Jim, if you're the guy who decides to, like, I'm really good at bird hunting and I need to give these birds a better chance, I totally suggest.
Yeah. Okay, well, here's the other problem. With a shotgun, with a rifle, you've got a rear sight and a front sight, and you align those two. With a shotgun, your eye is the rear sight.
Yeah, you might have a dot.
You might have a bead, but that's it. So your eye is the rear sight, and you're supposed to be focused on the bird, not on the sights.
Right.
If your eye is too high, you're going to shoot high. If your eye is too low, you're going to shoot low. Same way, if your eye is too far to the left or too far to the right, that's going to adjust to where the pattern goes. Mm-hmm. This is not designed for that. So we tried it with the sights folded down. Oh, by the way, it's kind of cool that it comes with the sights. You don't have to buy them separately.
Yes.
We tried it with the sights folded down. Oh, this thing shoots way high. So we thought, well, try it with the front sight folded up. It still is patterned, in some goofy place. Mm-hmm. So there really is nowhere that you can. There's no way that I know of that you can adjust the stock on this gun so that it's going to fit you properly as a hunting gun for birds, and then also have it fit you properly to use it as a tactical firearm. The fact is, one gun is not suitable for everything. And so when people say you can hunt with it, the answer is yeah, you can, as long as what you're hunting is very stationary. Could you hit birds with it? Sure, I suppose.
Again, are you going to hit things difficult?
Yeah, but are you going to hit 15 out of 15 birds or even 10 out of 15?
No.
Nah, not a chance, which means you're burning up a lot of ammo for nothing.
You might as well get that one without a stock and just pull it out and just shoot it with the one hand.
Let me get you a slingshot.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, though, as a defensive gun, as a law enforcement shotgun, security shotgun, in that mode, and hunting targets we're using in rifle form for slugs, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's brilliant agree. For that.
I agree. I am afraid for anyone who has to go against this thing.
Yeah, it's then changing mags from a defensive shotgun, reloading it you shoot it dry and you can load it really fast. Now, there's the argument with pump shotguns that you can always keep them topped off. That's true. But as far as it running dry and filling back up again, nothing's going to beat this thing that I've seen. This thing is rock solid, built extremely well. My understanding is that, by the way, you can get really long mags for it too. They sent the shorties for test, 5 rounds.
I think it's like 19.
Yeah, I think so, 19 or 20 rounds.
And look, I'm going to be honest.
Holy smoke.
If you have to unload completely a 19 round magazine.
Why are you still there?
You need to go. Get out of there, man. Why are you
still there?
Leave.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, I get it. I think this thing is brilliant for law enforcement. I think it's brilliant for security.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you're living where you want to have a self-defense shotgun along those lines and you want something built this way, I would say it's brilliant for that too. Well, anyway, I mean, that kind of covers it, doesn't it?
Just about. I really want one. Too bad we're.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we got to give it back to Sprague's, and they're going to send it back.
Yes.
But they will come out and let us do different guns at different times. So there you are. There's the VR80. Great shotgun. Check it out. It is. If you haven't had a chance to fire one, it was awesome to see it at SHOT Shows. Awesome to be able to get our hands on it and do some things with it.
Yeah.
It's really a great shotgun. It's just, as I said, in my humble opinion, as a bird hunter, it's not the best thing for that. But I don't think that's what it was built to do. For what it was built to do,
it's up there. Yeah, for sure.
You're going to be hard pressed to find a better one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, when I shot the buckshot, it was like shooting a 22. I mean, that thing, I didn't even.
For you.
Well, I guess I didn't even realize it was empty. I didn't know I went by. I didn't. You'll see it, but I didn't. I went through it so fast. I didn't even realize I went through all the rounds.
Yeah.
Not
so much with the slug.
Oh well, yeah. But I'm thinking,
whatever
if someone's trying to do the 3-gun competition.
This would be great for 3-gun. Oh yeah. No, right, yeah.
Because I mean,
this is the deal, particularly if your rifle's an AR.
Yeah, if your rifle's AR, it's pretty much an AR. So.
Yeah, a little different, but not. Yeah. I mean, with the bolt and everything's a little different. But I mean, wow. Yeah, it's really cool. Same. Everything else is pretty much the same. Yeah, so if you use if you're a 3-gun shooter,
if you're trying to beat your buddy.
This one will work.
Oh, yeah.
This one will work because your mag changes are going to be brilliant. Yeah. And if you get that 19-round mag, you may not need to change it.
From what I've heard, that you can actually, if you don't like the stock,
Well, there went. That's all right. That's
relax. Take it easy.
That's all right.
But if you don't like the stock, you can actually, because these are like Lego guns, you can actually switch this out, get yourself a really cool grip, and get yourself the stock you like.
But you can adjust the furniture any way you want.
Yeah,
I think it actually works pretty good. It's going to sound stupid, but I kind of like the little thing. But if you're a smaller stature person, it's not going to work for you because the stock's not adjustable.
It reminds me of like when the cowboys used to spin it around. Could you imagine someone trying to spin this thing around with their finger?
Yes, and the ensuing disaster is really disturbing to think about. It's Chuck Connors. I just dated myself, the rifleman.
Put it in his holster, this big, huge truck.
Oh, that's just a disaster. Never mind. All right, well, anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll come back with another gun another day. This is the VR80. Check it out. There will be links in the description. If you're watching on YouTube instead of one of the other platforms, the link will be the first comment pinned to the top because YouTube's really bizarre about links to anything. So that'll be in the first comment pinned to the top. And then in the other places, you can just see it. You know, it should be just in the comments somewhere, and you can actually find it so you can link to it. Yeah. And if you have any comments or any questions or whatever, or if you didn't like this video, then don't tell us. If you love the video, we'd love to see you comment below. Have a great week. Thank you very much for watching, and please
stay safe.